Friday nights in Sweetwater, Alabama, were sacred. The town only had one stoplight, 2 churches, and about 1,800 residents, but every fall Friday, Eagle Stadium became the center of the universe. Farmers closed their fields early. Shop owners locked their doors before sunset. Even the town council scheduled meetings around football season, because when the Sweetwater Hawks played, nothing else mattered. This Friday was even bigger. The Hawks were undefeated and facing their oldest rivals, the Carver County Wolves, for the regional championship. Every seat in the stadium was filled. Families wore red jerseys. The marching band polished their instruments. Cheerleaders practiced beside the end zone while the smell of barbecue, popcorn, and roasted peanuts filled the cool evening air. Coach Russell Tate stood near midfield, watching his players warm up. "This isn't just another game," he reminded them. "They're going to remember tonight for the next 50 years. Nobody knew how right he was. 300 miles above Earth, the Galactic Dominion fleet quietly entered orbit. Grand Commander Zarvak studied the holographic map. "This planet's military is scattered," he announced confidently. "Strike a small settlement first. Broadcast their surrender. The rest will follow." His tactical AI highlighted one location, Sweetwater, Alabama. Population 1,812. Military presence, none. Threat level, negligible. Perfect. Launch the invasion. At exactly 7:02 p.m., moments before kickoff, the national anthem echoed across Eagle Stadium. Halfway through the final verse, the stars disappeared. 3 enormous black warships burst through the clouds, their engines shaking the earth. Stadium lights flickered. The marching band stopped playing. Children pointed toward the sky. Then the largest ship descended, straight onto the 50-yard line. Its landing thrusters blasted away the freshly painted Hawks logo and tore giant craters across the field. Silence covered the stadium. The alien ramp slowly lowered. Rows of armored soldiers marched onto the turf. Grand Commander Zarvak stepped forward wearing gleaming silver armor. His translator amplified his voice across the stadium. "People of Earth, your planet now belongs to the Galactic Dominion. Kneel peacefully and..." A football hit him square in the helmet. Everyone turned. Quarterback Brody Coleman shrugged. "Sorry, I was aiming for the mascot." The crowd laughed. Zarvak stared in disbelief. He activated his translator again. "You will obey or face extermination." From the front row, 82-year-old Martha Jenkins stood up. "You landed on our football field." Another fan yelled, "We just paid for that grass!" Then came the boos. Not screams, not panic. Thousands of loud, angry football boos. The marching band suddenly started playing the Hawks fight song. The cheerleaders ignored the aliens entirely. "Go Chalks!" "Geo Chaxas," Commander Zarvak frowned. "What are they doing?" His tactical officer checked his scanner. "I believe they're encouraging their warriors." The referee walked calmly toward the alien commander. He reached into his pocket, pulled out a yellow penalty flag, and threw it directly at Zarvak's feet. "Unsportsmanlike conduct." The referee pointed dramatically. 15-yard penalty on the visitors. The stadium exploded with applause. Even the alien soldiers looked confused. Coach Tate blew his whistle. "Offensive line!" 5 teenage linemen stepped forward. Each weighed over 300 pounds. The first alien raised an energy rifle. "Fire!" Blue plasma bolts shot across the field. The linemen barely slowed down. "Beloke!" 5 massive teenagers slammed into the alien squad like a freight train. Helmets crashed against alien armor. 3 invaders flew backward into the team bench. 1 landed inside the Gatorade cooler. The crowd roared louder than ever. On the opposite sideline, the marching band continued playing. Alien drones descended toward them. Band director Mr. Hollis never stopped conducting. "Trombones!" A dozen students swung their brass instruments like baseball bats. "Crash!" 1 drone exploded. The drummer used his bass drum as a shield. The trumpet section chased another drone completely off the field. Commander Zarvak blinked. Were those musicians? Meanwhile, Sheriff Walt Greer finally arrived. Behind him came every pickup truck in town. Farmers, mechanics, volunteer firefighters, tailgate fans carrying folding chairs. 1 man still held a barbecue spatula. Nobody had military weapons. Nobody cared. The trucks surrounded the stadium. Headlights blinded the alien ships. Tow truck driver Roy Dawson looked at the landing gear. I bet I can pull that. Within minutes, heavy chains wrapped around the alien ship. The tow truck engine roared. The spacecraft actually moved. The entire stadium erupted in cheers. Commander Xarvak shouted, "Retreat to the ships! Too late!" Quarterback Brody spotted an exposed sensor. He smiled. Coach Tate nodded. One last play. The center snapped the football. Brody stepped back. Perfect spiral. The football flew nearly 60 yards, straight into the command ship's optical sensor. The pilot flinched. The ship drifted sideways and crashed into the visitors' bleachers. The remaining alien ships tried escaping. Roy's tow truck refused to let go. Another pickup joined. Then another. Soon 12 Alabama trucks were literally towing an alien battleship across the football field. The Dominion fleet watched the live broadcast in complete horror, their greatest invasion vessel, being dragged by diesel pickups. 1 hour later, federal authorities finally arrived. The battle was already over. 27 alien soldiers sat handcuffed beside the end zone. The commander quietly stared at the scoreboard. Sweetwater 28, Carver County 21. Coach Tate walked over. "You interrupted our championship game." Commander Xarvak sighed. "We intended to conquer your species." Coach Tate smiled. "You should have waited until Monday." Months later, captured Dominion records leaked across the galaxy. Earth received a permanent military warning. Planet 7713. Humanity. Do not invade during local football season, especially Alabama. Residents display extreme aggression when sporting events are interrupted. Probability of successful invasion, 0.004%. Back in Sweetwater, life returned to normal. The damaged alien ship remained beside Eagle Stadium as a tourist attraction. Every Friday before kickoff, the stadium announcer tells visitors the same story. "Ladies and gentlemen, the Hawks have lost plenty of football games, but we're still undefeated against aliens." The crowd always laughs. Then the band begins playing. And somewhere, far beyond Earth's atmosphere, every Galactic Dominion captain makes absolutely certain that no invasion fleet goes anywhere near Alabama on a Friday night.